So this is the new Keychron Q1 version 2 mechanical keyboard with a dial or knob version. And the first thing you'll notice when you pick this up is the sheer weight of this thing. But since the keyboard housing or case is made from CNC aluminium, I guess that's where most of the weight is coming from. The whole keyboard weighs just under 2 kilos. That's almost the weight of my new M1 16-inch MacBook Pro. So if you're thinking of taking this with you for portability purposes, you may have to think twice. Aside from that, I think this keyboard is a great entry-level keyboard for those getting into the custom mechanical keyboard scene, as well as existing enthusiasts. For one, it's very customizable. It has hot swappable switches, so no need to solder anything. I'll go over that in a moment. Number two, there are plenty of videos out there, offer modding options. Keychron also have a page on all the details in terms of how to disassemble, useful guides on keycap sizes and all the things you need to get going. And three, it has a reasonable price tag. It's not cheap. The one I have here is the bare bones version, which doesn't have any switches or keycaps, which is currently at $160 US, which is around 130 UK pounds. But in comparison to other keyboards in this category, I don't think it's a too bad deal at all. So let's go over quickly what you get in the box. You get a few instruction manuals, the keyboard itself of course, a USB-C cable with a USB adapter, spare screws and a keyboard gasket to help with noise and vibrations, a quick start guide, a keycap puller, a switch puller, an Allen key and a small screwdriver. Aside from that, I think the beauty of this keyboard is the customizability of it. You can take it apart very easily. You can access the PCB board, replace the stabilizers if you want to. You can access the sound absorbing film and foam on the back plates. And as this is a hot swap keyboard, it means you can replace and clip on the switches very easily. No need to solder or learn how to solder or buy soldering equipment. Now, as I bought the bare bones version, I bought a pack of 90 switches for about $35 US or 28 UK pounds. These ones are the red Gateron silent red switches that I got from AliExpress. Really nice and silent, subtle switches. I don't know if you can hear that. And you can just clip them on and then pull them out. Just be careful when inserting them. I ended up damaging a few of them with the pins. Not sure if you can actually see that. Just order a few extras just in case. And bear in mind, you do have to lube the switches. I found a great video from Taeha, who has a great instruction video. And with some patience and many lube switches later, I think you can get a pretty decent sounding keyboard. The keycaps I have here are from the KBD Fans AliExpress store. Really good quality PBT material in this light and grey tone. And just quickly FYI, if you are new to the mechanical keyboard scene, PBT tends to last longer and have more of a matte finish. They last a bit longer over time and won't produce shine over the keycaps, whereas an ABT material are smoother but are much easier to cause wear and more shine on the keycaps over time. So with all that, how do they sound? Well, I'll let you be the judge of that. Other bits quickly worth mentioning is that it comes with RGB lighting. You can customize and change the colors. It has a USB-C port, as well as with all Keychron keyboards, they have the Windows and Mac toggle switch. And over to the dial, which I think is a nice unique feature that you don't see on many keyboards. You can pop it off and find a replacement, but this one as is a pretty decent quality. And the dial itself acts as a button when you push it. Out of the box, it controls the volume, but it can be configured to something else. And that brings me on to the software. You can install software called VIA or VIA, which works on both Mac and Windows. And the app launches, you'll see this searching for devices screen loader. For me, it just hangs there. Just download the relevant JSON file for the keyboard you have and go to the design section and load the file. From there, you can configure certain keys, what they want to do. But it is a bit buggy for me. When I click on certain areas, it just blacks out. But the most important thing you can do is configure the keys. And just a note on the configure section, you'll see it has layers 0, 1, 2, 3. Layers 0 and 1 are for the Mac, and layers 2 and 3 are for Windows. And the reason for the 2 layers on the Mac and Windows is for the FN or function key. It gives you access to another set of key settings. Overall, I think the build quality and design of the Keychron Q1 is great, and for the price, I was a bit worried about the typing angle height, as some of the Keychron keyboards are quite raised when you need a wrist rest. I didn't find myself needing one, but you may be different. And you probably have noticed no raised feet on the back of the keyboard if you prefer a raised angle. I actually prefer a more flat typing angle as it causes less strain on the wrist. But I have to say, this is my new favorite keyboard. I use it every day for programming and general typing, and it's a real joy to use and to type on. It's a good decent size at 75%, and overall I like the way it currently sounds with the Gateron silent reds. And yeah, those are my thoughts on the Keychron Q1 custom mechanical keyboard. Hopefully you found it useful or entertaining. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe, and any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment below, and I'll see you on the next one.